medical school's hard, but for me, online medical school is much harder. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I am JV, a second year medical student of St. Luke's Medical Center, College of Medicine, William H. Quasha Memorial. So I have probably mentioned it to you guys before that the purpose of this channel is to be of help to the current and even to the future medical students, and to also showcase who I really am. With that, I have come up with the idea of Real Talk, a podcast-ish, vlog-ish, where we talk about anything and everything under the sun. Really. There will be no bulls, no filters, no sugarcoats, just real talk. So welcome guys to the first episode of Real Talk, and the topic for today is online medical school, pros, cons, do's and don'ts. So here with me are TP from St. Luke's second year, and Caps, second year also from St. Luke's, and Betsy, third year from UERM. Let's discuss about the pros of online medical school. So what do you guys think are the pros of online medical school, if there is any?
Okay, so I'll go first. So for me, yung pros ng online medical school are first, convenient. Tapos, you're free to do anything even during class hours. So, hindi pa sabihin kung anong pwede niyong gawin. Pero, ayun. And then third is, you can go back to your lectures anytime.
Ako, from my experience, what I found really helpful was yung mga last-minute reviews. Kasi diba before, during face-to-face, parang andyan yung papasok sa classroom, tapos they'll ask you to settle down and keep your reviewers. Pero kapag Zoom kayo sa online, parang it only takes a few clicks kasi for you to close all your tabs, all your review materials. So yung 1 hour na yun, kasi they ask us to log in an hour before. So yung 1 hour na yun, parang grabe yun, sobrang daming information na pwede mong i-cram. And andyan lang yung messenger, so yung group chat namin, parang as in spam na talaga ng all high-yield information. So parang, from my experience, ang dami kong questions na na-answer na I wouldn't have been able to answer if I didn't see it last minute, or if my classmates didn't give it to me, mga high-yield information. So that's one thing I really appreciate about online medical school.
Ayun, so for me naman, yung pinaka-pro talaga ng online med school is that you don't have to prepare yourself physically kasi hindi naman required on-cam sa amin. So kahit bagong gising ka or like nakapambahay ka lang, ayun, pwede kang umattend ng klase. Hindi ka na late to judge.
Diba, kahit na like super late ka na sa class, pwede ka pa rin like, just turn on your computer, tapos, yung attendance mo nandun na, ganyan. And it saves a lot of time really. Like, I was talking to TP like about it na parang, how like the small things like walking to Starbucks, like, it takes up so much time pala if you add it as compared to like after class lang, you can just like, study agad and then like, wake up 2 minutes, a minute before the class. So, ganon. So, since we're done naman na with the pros ng online medical school, let's go with the cons, which I think mas marami tayong ma-discuss now. Okay, let's start with Betsy.
For me, yung biggest con niya, especially, diba, we're medical students, so yung experience na nawala sa atin from being in the hospital, since we're studying to be doctors, so it's very important that we practice the practical skills, diba? Like interviewing your patients or doing the physical examination. So yun yung mga nawala sa atin now that we're in this pandemic, diba? Since we're all limited to just the Zoom classes, mga ganun. So I think the biggest con for me is the lack of experience of being in the hospital to practice our skills.
So ito, one major con talaga ng online medical school is kailangan mo ng very stable internet connection and tsaka yung gadgets na kailangan mo for studying. And alam naman natin sa Pilipinas na sobrang bagal ng internet connection. Yun. And kailangan siya for taking exams, quizzes, and kapag hindi mo nagawa yun, wala kang grades, di ba? So yeah, kailangan ng internet connection talaga. And siguro another con din is that like with regards to the lectures na binibigay ng mga profs, parang hindi consistent. Like yung ibang profs, like nag-effort sila to give lecture video sa sobrang high yield. Iba naman, like, slides lang talaga with lecture notes, so kailangan mo mag-self-study. Isa yun yung mahirap sa online med school for me.
So for me naman, yung biggest con talaga ng online med school. Kasi nung first year, ayun, mahilig kami as in almost everyday. Nasa labas kami, nagsistudy out. So ayun, for me yung con now is we're all deprived of human interaction. And big part kasi yun ng parang med life ko. So ayun, very sad lang na lahat tayo. Parang very minimal na yung socialization with others.
That's true, like especially for us then, na like parang syempre like we want to see our friends, ganyan. Like, you know, we prefer studying with friends. Tapos now parang we just study like online, ganyan. And sometimes medyo like due to like difference pa in like internet connection nga, we can't really like be there for friends, ganyan. So yun yung malaking factor siguro yon. And medyo na-impress ako sa mga freshies now actually for like surviving first year med na walang, you know, not knowing your batchmates. Parang baka pag nagkita-kita sila like next year or like kung kailan man yung face-to-face, ganyan, they'll be like, oh, batchmate pala kita, parang ganon. But ayun, so tapos na tayo sa pros and cons. Let's go naman sa mga advice part. So like, let's start with the don'ts muna. So, Caps, do you wanna start?
Ayun, ito for me, kailangan talaga, wag na wag kang mag-aaral sa bed. As in, proven and tested kasi for sure, makakatulog ka. As in. Ayun.
For me naman, don't be too harsh on yourself. Syempre, we're in this pandemic, so it is important that for us not to be too harsh on ourselves. Since, we're in this pandemic, so we have all this pressure and anxiety coming, not just coming from our academics, but we're also worrying about the safety of our families, about our health. So, parang now is not the time to pressure ourselves too much. And we need to know how to listen to our bodies and to our minds. And if we achieve something, then it's important that we treat ourselves and just give yourself a pat. Diba? Parang, wait, thank you for surviving.
That's true.
Ayan.
Okay, so yung for me naman, yung don't ng online med school, medyo mababaw siya pero importante to take note. Don't forget to keep your mic and or videos off. Kasi sis, as in, every morning, hindi naman every morning, pero may mga classes talaga na may classmates ka na, naka-on yung mic, tapos sisigaw yung nanay, oy, magsaing ka na! Ganyan sis! Rinig. Take note lang.
I agree. And like parang, I guess, sabog pa tayo. Like yung sinabi nga natin earlier na parang you can wake up kasi like 2 minutes prior to the class, diba? It's like, hindi mo talaga alam yung ginagawa mo. You just like open your laptop. Tapos like, click ka na lang ng click, ganyan. So, that's a very important reminder, ha? And I agree with Betsy also na parang we're just trying to survive now. And like the first priority should always be our mental peace and mental health. Kasi like as medical practitioners in the future, like how can we serve others if we can't really take good care of ourselves first? So ayun, so like last yung do's naman. So ano yung mga pwedeng gawin ng mga future or like current med students right now na it's online medical setup? Let's start with TP.
First, mag-set ka ng workspace mo. Kasi nga, di ba, ito yung workspace ko. Charot!
Ang ganda! Ang ganda naman!
Ayun nga, parang since sa bahay lang tayo nag-aaral or sa room lang, yan, lapit-lapit ng bed mo, pwede kang humiga anytime. Pero if mag-set ka ng sarili mong study table na nakaset din yung mind mo na pag nandito ako, mag-aakas lang ako.
Mm-hmm.
Char, di pa siya nangyayari talaga.
I think I have to practice that also. Parang kailangan ko i-practice muna yon.
So one thing I found helpful, if it works for you, and you have friends who also like to study with other friends, then I advise you to study with your friends, even online. Kasi parang iba yung comfort ng mga form, especially when things get very stressful, di ba? Parang nakakuha ka ng comfort from studying with your friends. So, yun na din, important to have a good support system.
Mm-hmm.
For me naman, kasi like nangyari na ito sa akin before na nawalan ako ng internet and nawalan din kami ng kuryente. So, one tip talaga is to always have backups. Like, kailangan i-charge mo na yung devices mo the night before, especially kapag may exams and quizzes. And, ayun, since kapag alam mo slow yung internet mo, mag-prepare ka ng data. Kasi for sure, like for sa amin, like, kailangan ng 2 devices. So, mabigat yun sa internet. So, definitely kailangan talaga ng data for backup. siguro another thing na isa-suggest ko sa mga freshies is that make sure to find time for leisure, like for exercise or yung mga hobbies mo. Kasi for sure, online med school, sobrang hirap talaga. Yung fatigue from studying all day, iba talaga yung nagagawa ng leisure and ng exercise to, keep you mentally and physically healthy. Ayun. So, ito, parang sinabi sa amin ng prof namin, since tayong med students, lagi tayong nakaharap sa screen, better to occasionally look away daw from the screen. Like, kapag alam mo sumasakit na yung mata mo, kailangan ilayo mo daw yung eyes mo sa para maiwasan natin yung eye fatigue. Usually, nakangate or nag-dry out. Yun, para makapag-aral ka all day.
Okay, so thank you so much guys for sharing knowledge about, your pros, cons, do's and don'ts about online medical school. I'm pretty sure like this will help like a lot of soon to be medical students and like, the current medical students also kasi it's all our first full year natin ng online medical school. And, I want also to like say na I'm proud of everyone who survived kahit hindi sa med. It's been a tough ride pero like we all survived and I hope na, maging face-to-face na soon. But if not, I hope na stay strength mga sis, ganyan. So thank you so much guys for that real talk. So para sa mga viewers, thank you so much for listening to us. You've heard their answers and see you on the next one.